Objection! Alright, give me that before you hurt somebody. Welcome everybody to Video Games Awesome Live. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're continuing into the 5th downloadable The DLC case, and Phoenix Wright, the one that people claim to be the longest case in the entire series, and
thus far it's quite long.
Baby Hank is sideways.
Oh, and in total, he
him.
actually, this case actually is longer than the entire game almost.
Really?
It almost doubles the length of the game.
Wow.
So we're expecting that this is going to take quite a while.
The first day was like crazy long.
It's it's pretty intrinsic to the Phoenix Wright lore as well. It tells a lot of backstory, as you've probably already seen here. Court record 1, and I'll go to continue.
Nice.
Yeah, guys, we're finally back.
Save point.
Holy
Here we go.
people.
What? We're finally back from what?
Phoenix Wright.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
so
yeah. The long-awaited return.
anxious.
All right, so we finally got Becky voice acting
Oh
now.
yeah.
So,
I was rewatching just the last part of the last episode that we did, just to refresh my memory. And I was like, I look sick. Like, what was wrong with me? My nose is so red.
Because
like,
you're plugging it.
I know.
And it's gonna happen
I
again.
forgot.
That's what you get for having nose rings. It wouldn't be a problem. Why don't you just take them out for this episode?
No.
All right.
Ooh.
Huh? What? There you go.
Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off the judge's chambers.
Off to the
Off
judge's
to the
chambers.
judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. All right.
Right.
Which was stuck in a tailpipe. We're gonna be slowly refreshing ourselves as we go.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell you the truth. Hola, partner.
Oh.
Gotta get his music going.
Yeah.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin' at least.
Oh, Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come and take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got a place locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. I was expecting Knox to come after that. Because that's what it is, tighter than Fort Knox. It's in context, too.
Yeah. You should have just gone with it.
What is going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? I seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph, so what he's saying is she's never seen without it? She wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
Bullshit.
Huh?
Get it?
I get it. I got it.
If it's a steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee.
I want some ribs.
He's trying pretty hard, this
Yeah.
dude. Okay. Still the same day of the trial. So we ended the last episode in the middle of a trial day, which indicates how long that day was running.
Yeah.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What?
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets.
Oh, dude.
That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent.
It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.
Oh yeah, of what?
What's in the muffler?
Okay. This is unacceptable.
Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Excuse me, knock knock. Who was saying that?
Who's there?
What?
Oh, I forgot about Gant.
Who's this guy?
What's this guy? What's with this guy?
Oh man, he needs a good voice. Oh man, Gant. How do you guys pronounce it, Gant or Gant?
Gant.
What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. I think I need to be sort of Groose voice. I don't know. I think I need to be reminded of kind of what his style is, what he's like. It'll probably develop over time.
Vulcan.
I just remember kind of either liking him or being very intrigued by him. Go ahead.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Wait, I don't know if that's what she means by
He
me.
does.
No, I don't. Okay. Who on earth is he?
He's very orange.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's you.
He's very posh. Sean Connery.
Wow, I'm not doing. I was just waiting. There,
Oh,
it made you
really?
stare at him like that long.
Oh, sorry I'm late, Uji.
Uji, Judge, Uji.
The roads are packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Uji? How's it? How you been? Swim much these days? Oh, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, Uji, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
I think I've given him plankton.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yes, indeed.
Uggy seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. I'm sorry, but who are you?
Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Well, thanks.
Sorry about our...
Wait. So sorry about. Oh, we just don't know his name still. That's why it's question marks.
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly!
Little worthy.
Edgeworth?
Mr. Wright! You don't know the chief district chief of police?
So this is the guy that. Was this the guy who came up with the idea of the Blue Badger? Or
What?
every time we go to the police station, when we look at the Blue Badger, they always talk about how he was the chief of police's idea. The Blue Badger.
Oh, really?
Isn't he? No, it was the precinct chief. Okay, not the chief of police.
Okay.
All right. Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
Wow, I'm not.
Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to the courtroom, hasn't it? Well, Worthy here. Look at this poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler!
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But do you think she stuffed that into the exhaust pipe? On little Worthy's car, no less?
He needs a serious voice, actually.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchable knife. Switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Blah, 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 blah.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth!
How could you miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do your job?
Now, wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me?
He is really intimidating.
Yeah.
Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, Miles Edgeworth.
That's no fair. That day of the crime, I had...
Your head in the clouds because you won that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
Give him Ellen Page's voice.
That girl can do anything.
Do you guys like the voice?
I like
Someone
the voice.
keeps requesting Connery.
I don't think that fits.
That and Connery's a really hard voice to do.
Yeah, and, you know, I feel like Connery is a voice that people shouldn't do unless they can do it insanely well.
Yeah,
Because it's a voice that everybody
I
does.
agree.
Or insanely bad.
Like nothing like it at all.
Yeah.
It's good.
This kind of is Groos's voice in a way, guys. Because
Yeah, it
if,
is a little
if you
bit.
guys remember the playthrough, there was times where I bled into Plankton kind
There's
of
a ton
voice.
of Groose in there.
When Groose was confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, this guy's like the polar opposite of Groose. He's confident and intimidating, as opposed to lovable and what would you say Groose is? Well, he's confident, but not in the right way. He's pompous.
Misguided.
Anyways, all right.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure. I'd like you to take a look at this blade of this knife.
Oh, it's gonna be a rotatable object. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Alright. Here we go.
Open that knife.
This has weird controls. I forget how this goes. Okay, yeah, I have to tilt the Wiimote remote up to do the rotating, and then horizontal if I want to move the pointer.
Oh, weird.
It's just very
Oh,
odd.
that's weird.
Just, this is kind of lazy as far as ports go. They should have given us a pointer,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Wii has.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then plus and minus to zoom in and out. So I'm gonna zoom in all the way in. First I want to see the tag.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL9-2. SL9 is a case file that's been brought up multiple times so far. I just forget how.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is?
I'm not certain, but I get a feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that look a lot like this, somehow.
Anything else here? Oh. Oh, the tip's broken off.
Don't scare me like that!
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain, is it blood? Alright. We found the knife, and it's added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like you to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife.
Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Oh, why do I have a feeling that his scary mode is going to be the most terrifying thing ever?
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department scene. What a mess! The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked, so this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
Now, I'll tell you this much. Every case is linked to every case in Phoenix Wright world.
There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Aji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. And you're telling me it has nothing to do with this case?
Order, order, order!
Anyway, we at the department were all a fluster, as one might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. That's you.
The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Fuck, I gotta get on the ball today.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
God damn it. Alright. This knife is... Alright. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Sorry, right out, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Oh, a different knife, he's saying. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove the connection between the knife and Goodman, we need evidence to prove there's a connection. This knife was found on the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? Yeah, that's enough of a connection. Someone took another murder weapon from another case. It's now connected. See, there's a lot of things that don't go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, righto.
I think I know what she's onto. evidence that links the knife to Detective Goodman? What do you guys think?
I don't know yet.
In particular, the knife. You can see it right now.
Like the blood?
Yeah, clearly the blood. If the blood has anything to do with
Oh.
him, that's what we need.
Keep forgetting we can have things tested.
Yeah. Well, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, how are things down at the department? So, you know, before we continue, we'll go back one step and, I'm gonna go examine the knife more.
Can you examine the blood?
How do I check?
Yeah, and we should examine all the evidence again.
Yeah, we should go over it. Worst controls. Hey, it's not letting me examine the blood.
Oh. What's the deal with that mark on the handle?
Yeah.
Maybe that's fingerprints. What the fuck?
Wow, we can only examine one thing.
Nothing? Just the tag.
You're kidding me. I totally thought there'd be more to this knife. Nothing on the tip or the butt.
Weird.
Seems like that's it.
Did you want
Right.
to look at everything else?
Well, when we come back, we will continue our cross-examination of the elegant Gant.